Uncomplicated Peace. What's up, guys? It's Willie. Listen, I want to talk to you today about passion. Okay? Passion. Years and years ago, my grandfather, rest in peace, passed away. But before he died, he said, boy, you know how to survive. You are a fantastic survivor, but you are a horrible liver. I said, what are you talking about? He said, you don't live life. You survive life. He said, that's ass backwards. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. He says, you know how to survive. You good with adversity. You're going to be all right. You're resilient. We got all that. But you don't know how to live and have fun. Now, I'll be honest with you. That hurt me for a minute, only because it was him that was saying it. And it sounded kind of negative because I love my grandfather. He was my hero. But I didn't fully understand what he was saying until he passed away. And what I realized is people don't live with passion. They don't live. When I walk into a room, I walk into a room to change the atmosphere. I walk into a room to add to the conversation. I walk into a room to add to the energy. I do not walk into a room like this. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't have any questions. I don't do that. I go into a place fully engaged, leaning in, wanting to be a part of what's going on. You have to have an intense love. What is passion? An intense love, desire, and enthusiasm. That's what passion is. And people don't have it for their own life. That is so sad. People don't have passion for their own life. People get up every day and go to a job they don't like. No, excuse me, let's back that up. People wake up next to somebody that they don't like, and you wonder why you're still there, right? But that's another video. They wake up to people they don't like. They live in a house with people they don't like. They go to a job that they don't like. They deal with friends that they don't like and really don't like them. But what do? You normalize this weirdo behavior and you call it your life. It's not your life. There is no passion, no energy, and no intentionality in what you are doing. You need to have a joy and enthusiasm about yourself. When people see you, they need to see your smile. They need to feel your energy. Are you leaving energy with people? There's a thing that says people don't remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. You get around me, you're gonna laugh. One thing I promise you, you get around me, I'm gonna make you laugh because I'm goofy like that. I love laughing and having fun. That's me. But everything I do is because I want to do it. I live passionately. I live doing things I want to do. Therefore, when you are around me, you want to be around me because it's sexy. You ever seen a really unattractive man with a hot chick, beautiful woman, and you're like, how did these two get together? Because I am telling you, you can have the most unsexy job in the world, but if you have a passion and enthusiasm about it, when you talk about it, it's sexy. When you talk about it, people want to be around you. But people don't want to be around people that's already drained of energy. Shit, excuse my language. I go out and look at people when I go out to the stores and they are just like so dead. It's like they're already dead. They just haven't had the funeral yet. They have no energy. They have no enthusiasm. They don't give a shit about what they're doing. They're just sitting there drifting through life. You got to check them to see if they got a pulse. It's sad. I would not want to wake up every day like that, surviving the day. You cannot, thank you, grandfather, you cannot live in survival mode. You will hate your life. You will waste your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You will waste your life. You have got to, here's another word that goes along with passion, purpose. You know, when people start living, people don't start living when they come out of the womb. People don't start living when they get their name handed to them. People don't start living when the doctor hand them to their mom for the first time. People start living in life when they discover their purpose. And your purpose will give you passion because you know that thing that you were called to do is what you do. It brings you joy. It gives you energy. It gives you enthusiasm. It is your passion. When people see you, they see it on you. They're like, oh man, look at you. Wow, you just got this energy about you. I think you should do this. Oh, wow. And you'll start hearing things about you because it radiates out of your pores. It radiates out of you. It comes out of your mouth. That's why I dislike being around negative people. Now, not to say negative things can't happen in life. Yes, things happen. But when you live in the negative and you constantly rehearsing the negative, we have got to stop. We ain't putting the pause on it. We putting the brakes on it. Stop. Because you are owning that negativity. That is not cool. That will take you out of your mindset. Okay? You're not living in passion when you're living in darkness. Okay? So when you understand your purpose, that means you can come out with this confidence. Because some of y'all got low self-esteem, which is another sickness. Some of you have low self-esteem because you know why? You don't know your purpose. When you know your purpose, you got this confidence about you, damn near arrogant. You're like, you know what? I don't care what anybody say. This is what I do. You cannot like me. You cannot want to deal with me. You cannot like how I look. You cannot how like I sound. But guess what? When I do this thing, that is my purpose, that is my passion, you can't deny me because it's who I am and it's what I do and nobody can do it like me. All right? So I'm here to tell you guys, figure out your purpose, start living with passion, start living with energy. When I leave this house, unfortunately, having to deal with a bunch of people who are just letting life punch them in the face. Day in and day out. You can see the misery, the weariness, the tiredness on people's faces. And then they say stuff, you don't know what I'm going through and you just don't understand. I don't have to understand. I don't need to know what you're going through because you should keep that at your house. You should come out ready to participate in a society, in a community with your talents, with your abilities, with your skills, with your passion, with your enthusiasm, and with your positivity so we can have a better world. Not bring all of us into your darkness. So listen, take a couple minutes, try to figure out what your purpose is and start living with some passion. Don't be like I was in my early days, good survivor, but not living. Live life. Life is to be lived. It doesn't matter who the president is, don't matter about the politics, don't matter about government shutdowns, don't matter about AI, don't matter about anything. Nothing changes who you are and who you were created to be, right? You have your own purpose. You have your own mission. You have your own path. And guess what? God knew all this stuff was going to happen in your journey through life. So put a smile on your face, all right? You got the tools all on the inside. Pull them out, and start letting us see that smile, see that joy, and start living with some passion. Love you guys. See you in the next video.